As we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the Ogapoge Nation and the Tewa speaking peoples of northern New Mexico, from where this broadcast is coming from. I deeply value, honor, and acknowledge the elders, past, present, and emerging. It's time for our weekly meditation, a reminder to not be driving a car or operating any machinery while listening to this meditation. So sit back and relax and get ready for this week's insightful inner experience. For more from Mongata, if you live in or are traveling to Santa Fe, New Mexico, visit us at our studio where we offer a variety of experiences. From sound healing to breathwork, qigong, and more, visit www.mongata.org to view our upcoming events calendar and sign up. Hope to see you soon. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Mongata podcast. I'm Valerie Boudère, and I am so glad you're here. Today, we're going to do a meditation that brings us into a feeling of calm and safety. When we're in breathwork class at Mongata, we often have a section of class where we take long, deep, slow breaths, allowing our bodies to relax and our heart rates to slow down. But what you may not realize is that these slow, deep breaths and exhalations in particular are stimulating your vagus nerve, which signals to the body that it's in a state of calm. And now you can rest and digest and tend and mend and befriend yourself. So a little more about the vagus nerve. In Latin, the word vagus means wandering, and there could not be a more fitting description for this, for the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve in our body, starting at the brain stem, connecting with the middle ear, our vocal cords, our heart, lungs, intestine, and then ending at the colon. The vagus nerve is a highway that communicates to the brain what our heart rate is, our emotional states, inflammation levels, blood pressure, digestion. The vagus nerve also interacts with our autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for our unconscious processes like breathing and our heart beating and digestion and so on. But mostly, the vagus nerve is our cheerleader. It's the best advocate for the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's the part of our nervous system that signals us to rest and digest. The vagus nerve has a profound and major impact on our sense of safety and connection. So when we're not feeling safe, our vagus nerve is wound very tightly. So the vagus nerve carries signals, neurotransmitters, between the emotional center of the brain and our organs like the heart, lungs, and stomach. And these signals instruct specific organs to respond and function accordingly to 3 specific states. So the first state is safe and social. The next state is fight and flight. And then that third is freeze and immobilize. And recently they've come out with a 4th state called fawning, which is people pleasing, but that's also just a symptom of the state of our nervous system at that moment. So as deep breaths slow your heart rate, for example, your vagus nerve recognizes the cues of safety and sends that information to parts of the body so they can turn off their defenses, such as those that arise from a sense of anxiety or threat. So there's a direct link to your exhale and your ruminating thoughts. If you ever notice when you sigh, it's usually after you have resolved something in your mind and your body naturally exhales it out. We can't really let out that long exhale until the brain knows and the body knows that it's in a safe place to do so. And the practice of extending your exhalation leads to both mental and physical stillness due to the influence that it has on the vagus nerve. The longer exhales signal a state of relaxation by the vagus nerve, which results in even more relaxation. So today we are going to work on something that's called our vagal tone, the status of our vagus nerve, with a bit of light breath work. So we'll gently and step by step be extending our exhale. And this lets our body know that it's safe to put our guard down. So this breathing exercise is a basic breathwork exercise. It's known as a 1-to-2 ratio breath that will help with the relaxation and even helps with going into sleep and sleeping deeply. So the power of being in the present moment is a powerful one. Our overactive mind can show up in a couple of different ways. So when we feel depressed, we are actually thinking about the past. And our anxiety stems from when we think about the future. Our overthinking mind can bring turmoil to one's life and the experiences we have here. So let's start to get settled down. We are going to be releasing our feelings through the power of breath, creating a beautiful and calm vagal tone while experiencing peace in this present moment. So today I'm going to ask you to lay down on the floor or on a bed with your hands to your sides, palms up if that feels good to you. And it's important to have your legs and arms uncrossed. And inviting you now to begin by taking a few deep breaths. Take a nice deep inhale, then exhale it all out. Let's do that again. A nice deep inhale, and then exhale it all out. And now coming into breathing at your own pace. And just allowing your breath to come into its natural rhythm and flow. And if this hasn't happened, if you still feel like you're struggling, let's begin by counting. And you can do this mentally. I'm going to start you out by counting from 1 to 4 on the inhale, and then 1 to 4 on the exhale. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you continue breathing, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4, notice there's a slight pause at the top of your breath, and also a short pause at the exhale. And continuing this way of breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 4 until you establish a natural rhythm. And now that you have a smooth and even rhythm established, continue to count to 4 on your inhale. And now we are going to extend the exhale to 5. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. Out. In. And out. In. Out. Inhaling for 4. And now out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In for 4. Out for 6. In. Out. In for 4. Out for 6. Increasing now. Inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In. Out for 7. In. Out for 7. In. Out. In for 4. Out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 4. Out for 8. In. Out. In. Out. Continuing this breathing pattern of inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 8. And as you are breathing this pattern, I invite you now to very gently open your eyes to 1/10 of the way open, just creaking your eyes open, and focus on a point in front of you. It's it's important to keep your eyes very still. Continue the breathing pattern of inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 8. And now return to closing your eyes, releasing this breathing pattern and return to natural breathing. So by opening and closing our eyes, returning to natural breathing, this allows the vagal system to reset. And now I'm inviting you to remain in this place with your eyes closed, listening to the music for just a couple of minutes before opening your eyes. As your vagal system resets, and notice any changes that you're feeling internally inside yourself and externally, such as you're feeling peaceful and calm, your body's relaxed, and so forth. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. With regular vagal breathing practice, people report being calmer, more focused, happier, lighter, and pain-free. And so take this peaceful feeling with you into the rest of your day. Go forth and be marvelous, and travel gently.